people how great I am. Now we're live. So now
yes. And
yes,
then your wife
is so great.
That I think you're just delicious. And I just adore you. Look, and I made you blush.
I know, right?
Can we do this every week? Do you think we can?
Say what?
Can we do this every week?
Oh my gosh, you know how fun that would be? I've thought about that before. I used to podcast, Jackie, and there's a few guests that every now and then, you run into, you speak a ton, and you run into a co-speaker sometime, you're like, I could hang out with them a lot.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be fun to have because sometimes you listen to podcasts and they have two co-hosts and you hear them just playing for 30 minutes before they actually talk about the subject.
I know, right? Yeah.
I've always thought that sounds so fun. I want a virtual buddy like that. That's really
well, you just found her, and I'm good looking to boot.
Yeah, perfect. Gracing the screens of the world with our presence, right?
That is just what I should be doing with my time, with you on the other side.
All right, so let's do. Hey guys, hey everybody, we'll get to this. Let's do this. Somebody's saying, let me open up my Facebook app here, folks, so I can say hey. And I'm going to turn the volume down real fast. This is so fun, Jackie. You're gonna love our people. I know you're in our community here.
I don't hang out as much as I should though, because it's a great space.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, let's rock. Great to see you, man. Okay, so we're talking about some really interesting topics here: life design, kindness, money. I think we're gonna freaking run out of time for sure. But
and man crushes. We might have
man crushes.
Just because I might throw that in there.
So Jackie is somebody that I don't know, Jackie, you and I got to hang out just on a Zoom call a month ago, and we instantly hit it off. And I realized that I wasn't just talking to another peer, that I was talking to someone who's significantly past me in a lot of wisdom and understanding.
That's very
I mean that sincerely. So Jackie is a life design expert, and I'm going to put her in a category that's above all the life coaches that we all know and love, and many of us are.
Yeah.
But her level of expertise, her level of experience, the people she's touched, and her just education in this process, and the places she speaks and where she's educating people are truly stellar.
Awesome, dude. Thank you.
I'm reading on your website here, JackieWoodside.com. If you want to go there, I'll link it up. There's so many really amazing testimonials of people that you have changed their lives.
It is truly the most profound privilege of getting messages like that over and over and over again. I just got one yesterday. This long email from a person who did a program of mine a year and a half ago. Who does that? I'd be like, Jackie, who? A year and a half ago. That's what I think, that my students will be like, Jackie, who? And a year and a half later, this girl sent me this long email telling me how this leadership program that I did changed her life. It was amazing. So it is a profound privilege to be of service to people and humanity, and to just make a living doing this. It's extraordinary. And I get to meet people like you, and I'm blessed. And hello from Michigan, Chris. Are you up on the UP or where? I've got clients in Michigan. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted easily.
I love Michigan. Michigan's a cool place. It really is. We're thinking about spending some time there this summer, if they're okay with us visiting. Chris, welcome. All right, so let's talk about this, Jackie. So you mentioned life design. We talked kindness a month ago, and you brought up this morning, life design is more than just how many hours do I want to work, and how many kids do I want to have or not have, and how many hours do I want free to paddleboard in the local lake at my well-designed neighborhood, whatever.
It actually has very little to do with that.
Right.
That's like the outcome or something of a well-designed life, but it's not the goal. And I guess that's what's different about life design, right? As a program or, as a coach, is that we don't start with the question. This is driving me crazy, but most coaches start with the question of okay, what do you want? And I'm going to help you remove the blocks and barriers to get there, which is fine. Look, I love life coaches too. I just think when you start there, right? When you start with the question, what do you want? What are you building on? Mm-hmm. And I think that life design really has to be built from the inside out based on who you came here to be. So I want to help people not just, have enough hours at the gym and, the 4 weeks vacation or 5 trips a year or whatever. I mean, that's all well and good. Look, I love life like everybody else. But I don't want your life to be about what am I going to do? I want your life to be a self-expression of who you are, who you came here to be. And that's what life design is exactly designed for you to do, starting from the inside out. What's your purpose? What do you love? Why are you here? Who are you? What's your being? So we answer these really deep and profound questions with a simple formula that just walks people through it. It could be like, like very little experience in personal development or a ton of experience in personal development, and it just speaks to you.
So that's really interesting, that passion and that really foundation of where you're starting, because let's just take, I'm kind of still recovering. I don't know how to say it, from 2020. And
I know.
And that's why I think
traumatized.
I think so too. And that's where this kindness theme came up last time we were talking for me, is because I've struggled to stay kind during 2020. It's been like an uphill battle. It's made me want to shift and become more self-protective, I think, and guarded and bitter. And I don't know if that's the political cycle or if it's the economic cycle or if it was just
all of it, the pandemic. I mean, it's been a tough time, and our culture's gone through a lot. So yeah, I get it. I really do appreciate you sharing that and the transparency and vulnerability of it. I haven't felt that because I guess where I plant myself, where I ground myself is really in who I am. And that's so inalterable that it kind of doesn't matter what's going on around me. I mean, look, I have opinions about it like everybody else does. But one of the things I talk about in my coaching and in life design is what's your ground of being? And my ground of being is about transformation of consciousness on the planet, creating a world where love prevails. And in my mission is to be a torchbearer for a vision of a world transformed. So given that that's who I am, that's what you can count on me for. That's what I'm going to be on the soccer field or on the basketball court or in the grocery store line, or whether I'm giving a keynote talk or on a little talk with you. That's what you can count on me for. So that's what I say makes life design so different. It's interesting, Chris. Mind if I tell you a little story?
Please, yeah, I could listen.
I ran a retreat in Sedona, Arizona a year and a half ago with a colleague of mine. And about a quarter of the people in the room just happened to be life design graduates. They're students of mine. They love my work. They heard I was doing a retreat, kind of vacation course, and they're like all in, right? So about a quarter of the people in the room were life design graduates. And throughout and after the experience, so many people came up to me and said, I've got to do life design. I have to do that course because the people who were graduates of your work were so different. They're so grounded in who they are. They know themselves so deeply. They have this clarity about themselves. And I say that that's one of the things that will help you, no matter what's going on in the world, to have this stability. Because if your stability is based in external circumstances, look, dude, we all know we're screwed. Because sometimes they are a-changing, right? So I want my sense of life and my sense of self to be so deeply rooted in something bigger than me, which is what I call my God self on earth, by the way.
Your God self on earth.
Yeah. So I take God and turn it into a verb. And I ask people, are you Godding on earth today?
Oh, I like that.
Isn't it right? I mean, because like what God's a noun, but it's not a white man with a beard in the cloud.
You sure? I mean, the robes and everything, I was kind of getting into that.
I know, right? It's not this white man in the cloud with a beard. It's not. So God, kind of the animating life force energy of kindness and love and life itself, the animating energy. So am I bringing that to everything I do, to every conversation? Am I bringing that when I'm frustrated with my son? Am I bringing that when I'm on hold for too long at the vet's office, as I was this morning? Oh. My dog is sick, and I want to talk to them now.
Is your dog okay?
I don't know. I'll tell you after 4:00 today. She's got some kind of asthma, bronchial thing going on, and she keeps wheezing. My poor baby. Anyway, you get it, right? So
I do, yeah.
can you be grounded in the sense of bringing forth your highest self? When I use the word God as a verb, I mean bringing forth your most essential self.
So how do we stay like, welcome Pip, by the way, I see you, Pip. How do we stay grounded in such a noisy world? Because there's, depending on if you're in social media or if you're watching the news on your TV, somebody is trying to tell you who you should be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things I say about life design. You better design your life, because if you don't, somebody's going to design it for you.
That's so true.
And I say the same thing about your identity.
Yeah.
If
or
you,
even our close trusted loved ones who mean well are trying to push us in a direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, they do mean well. But yeah, so how do you know? Hi.
I see Ann.
Yeah, what a beautiful picture. How do you know that you're being your highest sense of self, your God self on earth? I'd say a few things. I do have what I call the life design formula, that is a step-by-step process of just determining what do you value, and then aligning your life with that. So a lot of people can say, oh, I value my family and health and, love and making a difference. Well, okay, how is that showing up in your life? So to me, I'm a mom, I'm married, happily married, but family is not one of my top 5 core values. People look at me like, don't you love
Interesting. Yeah, that you never hear somebody
Let me
say
say
that.
how I distinguish core values. It's not just the things that I most love, it's the elements of self that I want to bring to everything I love.
Gotcha.
Right? So what do I want to bring to my family? Yes, of course I love my family, right? But it's not just about that. What do I want to bring to my family? Yes, I want to make a difference, but what do I want to bring to my community? So my core values are a reflection of who I most want to be. So they're freedom. And for me, freedom isn't, I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. It's very mature. Freedom for me is actually freedom from the confinement of my ego's need to be right or get its own way.
Yes. Love. I have one tattoo, Jackie. It's written here on the inside of my arm. It says free. And that is my meaning of freedom as well. It's not, do I get to go on long vacations? It's
right.
Am I free from the constraints that I want to pile on myself that are really going on? The walls are up here.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
What I like to say is freedom from the confines of the ego.
Mm-hmm.
It is only the human mechanism of ego that confines us. And when you blow the doors off those, so fundamentally when I'm saying that, I mean to be awakened, to live an awakened existence. Mm-hmm. So that's my first one, freedom. Second is fulfillment. The third is passion. That's what do I want to bring to my family? I want to show up as like, I'm living a fulfilled life. I'm passionate. What do I want to bring to my health? What do I want to bring to my community? So those are just 3 of my 5 core values. And so that's one of the things that's different about life design, right? It's like how are you going to create your identity? It's not just based on these things I want to do. It is who you're going to show up as. And then so you take these core values that are what you want to bring. And what I have people do with that is create it into an I am statement that defines you. An I am statement. You call it a mission statement.
Yeah.
An I am statement that defines who you are in life. This is all life design stuff. So mine is, I am a torchbearer for a vision of a world transformed, illuminating freedom, fulfillment, and passion, igniting the flame of infinite possibility for the human spirit.
Oh my gosh.
So that's just who I am.
That makes, I feel that.
Right? So that's part of the philosophy, that language has a vibratory pattern to it. Language has energy to it. Mm-hmm. And what do we most often walk around saying? Oh God, I'm such a loser. Oh, that's I literally have that. I'm such a loser. Oh, why am I always behind? I should be more organized. I'm so disorganized. I'm blah, 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 blah. So when you come upon this I am statement that's a reflection of your values, it blows the doors off the vibration, if you will, the energy of who you know yourself to be. And it literally, when you memorize it and you like start living into it, it starts living you.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we're talking about here is language and energy, and it is creative. So it's part of my philosophy.
I could soak this up all day. All right. I want to pivot to the money thing because we put money in the title.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
How does money play into this?
I love it. So can I tell you a story?
Please.
Well,
Yeah.
I have this thing called the 30-day money vibe challenge, the 30-day money vibe challenge. And I
Money
just
vibe. I like that.
completed one. I just did one in February.
So you do this on your own, like as well?
Well, it's on my Money Vibe Method website. So
okay.
moneyvibemethod.com/30-day-challenge.
How many things do you do? Oh my gosh.
Don't even. So that's a topic for a different day. So I do this thing called the 30-day Money Vibe Challenge. I have a Facebook page called the Money Vibe Mastery Group, and the whole group just did a 30-day challenge, right? So I set my intention. The goal, the process is you set an intention for how much unexpected income you're going to bring into your life in 30 days. For some people, it's $50 or $500. For me, all of my income is unexpected income. I'm self-employed. So it's like, oh, look. Right? So I set mine for $50,000. I'd never done it that high before. And I was like, I mean, honestly, for the first week, I was scared to death because I was like, what if I don't do it? And I'm being so public and all these people are watching me.
Yeah, I'm the leader. Yeah.
Right. Ego. Notice I was not free because I was confined by my fears. So I took that notion of who am I, torchbearer for a vision of a world transformed. What am I doing? Illuminating freedom, fulfillment, and passion. So how do I need to show up at this challenge? Well, blow the doors off. Yeah. Right. So I was on and interacting and coaching people and engaging in my life. And it got down to the end of the month and I tallied it up. And I was at around $63,000 for the month.
Oh my gosh.
And then I called our financial planner and said, hey, look, I'm doing this experiment. Could you just tell me like how much our portfolio has grown over the month? It had grown $38,000 in a month. Add that to 63,000.
I was going to say that's 100K. Right? Yeah.
And so I ended up for the month with an unexpected income, inflow of good into my life of $108,000.
Oh my gosh.
It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. Now, I have to disclaimer, 15,000 of that was services that someone offered to be my publicist. Good. Right. It wasn't cash, it was a service. But what I teach in the challenge is embrace all the inflow of God's good. Embrace all of it. So I literally was out for a walk, found a penny on the sidewalk, took a picture of it and put it up on the Facebook group.
Counts.
And I celebrated. That's the energy you have. So how does this relate, right? So when you're designing your life, you've got to design your financial relationship. And when you understand that everything is energy in the universe, then you start carrying that into the creative potential of the universe. It's amazing.
I love this. You're so speaking my language. So or you're teaching me how to speak the language I want to speak better, I think is a way I want to say that.
That's kind. Thank you.
I don't want to be pessimistic about this, but we've all had our hopes that win and our hopes that don't work out. What would you have done?
I'm not driving a Ferrari yet.
Next time we're doing a Facebook Live like this, I want you to be like in your garage and I want you to just like casually reference the Ferrari.
It's actually a Tesla Model Y that I want. But anyway.
Just out here in my garage, just cleaning up, sweeping up, and that Ferrari, just ignore
there's the Ferrari right there. Actually, that's even a great story. So I had saved up all the money for the Tesla Model Y, and then I decided to buy a second summer home.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey. So we're doing that, where we have our summer home, and our neighbors, like right when I'd saved up my $65,000 to buy my car, my neighbors decided to sell their home. So we used that $65,000 to buy it. What the heck? You got to do it.
Neighboring summer home houses.
I have dual summer home houses. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Nobody needs two summer homes.
Well, at least you can bring a friend. Like you can have a total friend neighborhood.
I'm going to have a compound up there, baby. No, but I'll tell you. So the one we have was my great aunt and uncles, Uncle Don and Aunt Kitty, and the one next door was Uncle Torrance and Aunt Nomi's. Been in my family for 6 generations.
Okay, yeah, you got to buy that.
You got to buy it. What are you going to do? And yes, I'll run retreats. I'll have people. I mean, it's just going to be great, right? It's just going to be
super cool. That's a good idea.
And this is designing my life.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say that you hadn't come across $50,000 during that monthly challenge, because sometimes the world doesn't work the way we hope it's going to work, no matter how much we put into it.
That is true.
What would you have done with that disappointment, or how would you have taken that? Like, walk us through your thought process for that. Because we all have ups and downs and things.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a mixed question. in this particular one, I would have said, this is so great. I mean, and this is how it would live for me. This is so great. I've never said 50,000 in a month before. I'd never done a $50,000 challenge. Look at how, so when I passed, like when I hit 32 or 35 one week, I was like, yes. So now whether I hit 50 or not, I now have surpassed the energy inflow of what I've ever had in my life before. Yeah. I am expanding my capacities. Right? Whether I hit 50 or not. So say I didn't hit it, didn't get to 50. I would say, look how much I've expanded my capacity. Look how much I've grown. Look at how I've encouraged and supported people. Look at how different my view on life is than it was before. Because really, and this gets back to life design, my fundamental teaching about purpose, about why we are here. I'll answer that question for everybody today. Our purpose, oh, what's my purpose? I just wish I knew my purpose. Our purpose is to grow, full stop, to grow in consciousness back to the divinity from which we came, to be more kind, more loving, more expansive. And most people live with the confinement of their ego. So because that belief, that teaching infuses everything, I'd look and say, did I fulfill my purpose of growing in consciousness in this challenge? And if the answer is yes, then hey, I'm fulfilling my purpose. It's not about whether or not I say this all the time. If you're not failing on a regular basis, you're not playing a big enough game.
Love that.
I don't care. I don't care if you hit the goal or not. Who are you being? Who do you get to become in the process? That's where it gets fun and sexy and exciting.
Oh man, that's good. Wow.
Fail more often. Play bigger games. This was a big game. And now, right, Chris, it blew the doors open. So now I'm like, hey, what does it take to be $1 million producer? Now I'm asking bigger questions. Why? Yeah. Because I grew in consciousness back to the divinity from which I came. Like God is not wondering like, oh, can I make $50,000? Like the universe just creates.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's our little yama ego that says, well, I don't know. I've never done that before. Shut up.
I don't deserve that. I'm not pretty enough.
I don't have any of that. I don't deserve it. Like, yeah, more of the, am I good enough? I'm not that kind of a person. And a little bit of what will people think of me? Like even saying this, like, oh, $100,000 in a month. I did not put that on my Facebook page because there are people there that's more than they make in a year. And once I surpassed it, I put up the 63 figure and then I just stopped. Like, I don't need to, hey, look at me. It's not about that. It's not even about the money. It's about being a creator and aligning with that flow of goodness in the universe. It's just so fun. It's so fun. That's what life design is all about.
I freaking love this.
Dude, let's play some more.
Thanks for investing, like for real, in us today, but truly, thanks for spending your energy investing in others, because you could pour into yourself and be a little reservoir and never give out. And I really appreciate you giving part of yourself for us. Really do.
Thank you for saying that, Chris. I wouldn't be fulfilling my mission if I did that.
I found that too. It seems like the more selfish I am with my time or resources or skills or talents, I think this is true for everybody. Actually, the less we grow and get ahead. Right? There's something about giving. Yeah. Giving makes us better. I don't know how you can't outgive it. I don't know how that works, but you really can't outgive this cool universe we're living in.
Exactly right. I had a very dear friend. He passed a few years ago, multi-gazillionaire, dear friend of mine, who used to say, Jackie, you can't outgive God. And that's what you just said. You can't outgive this universe, and you're absolutely right.
And so many of us think that, I'm going to start giving my time or my money or my whatever when I have enough. Then let's start. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Yeah, when I started teaching life design, I was on ADHD meds, antidepressants, recovering from addictions. My marriage was on the rocks. I mean, So it's a good thing I wrote the life design course. It
centered you back in.
Yeah, I got my life, really, completely on track. And, the Money Vibe course, my other program on money, I was homeless in graduate school. I was literally went from homeless to 7-figure assets. So, I've been there, done that. So I do want to add that piece in for anybody who's listening to me today, like, oh, Jackie, that's good for you because you were born happy. Nope. Been diagnosed with clinical depression multiple times. I've been medicated for depression. I've recovered from addictions. I was in a battering relationship back in my late 20s. So yeah, I didn't just stumble upon having a life like I have. It is literally created by design from the inside out based on who I came here to be. Therefore, the grace of God go I.
Love that. Love that. Well said.
Yeah, no, I'm so passionate and humble, that I have such an extraordinary life when, I mean, my life was a shit show 20 years ago.
I think we've all been there. And it's great to see that, that it works.
It works, dude.
Yeah, it does. Keep at it, folks. Jackie, we're going to just simply run out of time. And thank you. Thank you so much. I mean that again, for just spending the time to invest in us. I know your time's very valuable and so many people are after it. So thanks.
Hey, dude, anything I can do for you, your people, if you want me to show up and teach, if you want me to run a course, if you want me to just smile and be kind, like you just let me know. And, really, I'm like so in your corner.
I'm all there on all the above. Great talking today.
Peace out, bro.
Thanks so much.
Bye.